Just 2 pounds of uranium can produce the same amount of energy as 6 million pounds of coal. But that's not all. The same element can power millions of homes for years, and it can also destroy an entire city in an instant. This extreme contrast has made uranium one of the most controversial elements in history. In today's video, we'll take a look at the complete journey of uranium, from deep underground through processing, enrichment, nuclear fuel, and finally, its powerful and destructive uses. By watching the video to the end, you'll understand the true reality of this energy. So friends, before watching the full video, subscribe to our Mandarin Tube channel and stay with us. The story of uranium begins long ago, during supernova explosions in the universe, where heavy elements were created. It arrived here during the formation of the Earth and was gradually deposited in specific places through geological processes. It was first identified by Martin Klaproth in 1789, but its true power was revealed much later, when Henri Becquerel discovered its radioactive properties. Later, Marie and Pierre Curie took this research further. Only 0.7% of naturally occurring uranium is U-235, which can sustain a chain reaction. This tiny fraction is a source of enormous energy. Today, uranium is not just a fuel, it is a key part of global energy and politics. With thousands of nuclear warheads around the world, it has a profound impact on world politics, even when not directly involved in combat. This is why uranium is both an energy solution and a symbol of potential danger. Uranium mines are typically located 1,500 to 1,650 feet below the ground, where working is extremely risky. Before mining begins, engineers drill thousands of feet deep to collect samples and determine the amount of uranium, which can sometimes be as low as 0.05%. That is, a large amount of rock has to be extracted to get a small amount of uranium. The biggest challenge is groundwater, which can destroy the entire tunnel due to pressure. To prevent this, engineers install hundreds of pipes around it and freeze the soil at a temperature of -22 degrees Fahrenheit so that the water freezes. Then the rock is broken down by precision drilling. Load-haul dump machines collect this ore and load it onto trucks, sometimes controlled remotely. Then the ore is brought up by small rail cars or conveyors. The entire process is highly coordinated and uninterrupted, so that production is maintained and losses are minimized. The uranium brought from the mine is not directly usable. It is first crushed into small pieces using jaw crushers and cone crushers. It is then ground in a ball mill to a fine powder. This powder is mixed with water to make a slurry, and the uranium is separated using chemicals in a leaching tank. The uranium is then collected as yellowcake, U308, which is much denser than the original ore. It is then converted into UF6 gas and enriched with U235 in high-speed centrifuges. This gas is then cooled and converted into UO2 powder and pressed into small pellets at high pressure. These pellets are then solidified at high temperatures and filled into fuel rods. In the reactor, this fuel undergoes. On the one hand, uranium is an infinite source of energy for mankind. But on the other hand, it also carries a terrible responsibility. We are learning to control this energy, but the question is, are we really ready to take full responsibility for this energy? Or will it one day get out of our control?